Hello, dear friends. Remember that no one knows the day or the time. Anyway, we try to guess based on what we hear from sources and world news. I still firmly believe this is real. When it happens, I am sure I will be alerted when the time is right. Trust only in divine light and love. Opinion piece. Freedom Operation. It all began in 2018. Masterpiece Operation. The awakening of consciousness. Raising the seed frequency. The veil between the worlds has been lifted. We are about to make a leap of consciousness. Every person will be liberated from the matrix of fear. There will be no more suppression of human consciousness. If you want to transform the world, it begins with you. This has been prophesied in all spiritual traditions. There will be no more war, greed, poverty, ignorance, and suffering. Elon Musk says his new hypercar will be able to fly like a bird. A British man is creating a crypto-utopia on South Pacific Island. Let's start. The Great Awakening of Human Consciousness by Michael Love. Towards the end of 2018, the forces of light in Earth's solar system engaged in all-encompassing planetary liberation operation called Operation Earth Freedom. In the first hours of this incredible galactic operation, Special Delta Security Forces destroyed and removed a large artificial screen called the Dyson Sphere from Earth's solar system that literally blocked all access to the fifth dimension. Another special mission of the Forces of Light, called Masterpiece Operation, was to divert a large amount of high-frequency gamma light from the galactic core, from Earth's sun, to the surface of planet Earth for the purpose of activating strands 4 and 5 in the latent genetic code of the stellar seed of Earth. The purpose of this mission was to raise the atomic vibrational resonance of the star seed, so that awakened people could consciously perceive and experience the fifth dimensional level. A really important news took place at the beginning of Masterpiece Operation, that every solar observatory on Earth was able to observe very clearly and make detailed photos and video recordings showing the Forces of Light spacecraft performing this special light deflection operation in the vicinity of the Sun. Light forces were 100% successful in eliminating the radiation of this light to Earth. During the last 3 Earth years to date, every measured cosmic light ray coming from the galactic core has been recorded and documented by both the Earth Alliance and all cosmic institutions on Earth. The benevolent galactics of our solar system also did the technical work to raise Earth's frequency, so bringing the light to Earth was half the operation. This high-frequency scalar light had to be anchored in the crystalline grid of planet Earth, so that it could be stored on Earth for the purpose of raising the consciousness level of all beings on Earth. Over the centuries, the Pleiadians have always been guiding light for Earth beings, bringing clarity and hope to all who were awake. The information is taken from directly decoded etheric transmission from benevolent lightworkers stationed in Earth's solar system. Some details come directly from members of the Earth Alliance, also known as the Great White Brotherhood. All of this information is specially coded to be applied laterally to each reader's life situation, so it is written specifically for each awakened being. From this point on, you must be tuned into the correct frequency to be able to decode the data for yourself, creating greater awareness and clarity about what is happening now. Let everything that flows through you be translated by yourself from your heart. Do not follow the opinion of others. You are an independent thinking being. Be assured that the answers to all your questions will be given, and they will be the right answers. Advance. The Breakthrough by Steve Biko. If we want world peace, rather than victory over our enemies, we have to share our love in a shady way. Love is often described as unconditional, and I love. Love is always unconditional. There is no such thing as conditional love. If our love is conditional, it's not love. The challenge we face is to send our love beyond the nation, extend it to the human race, and in the end go beyond even that. And in the end, it may be sooner than we think if Earth becomes peaceful enough and our star family behind the scenes can be forward and join us. Ascension. Massive ascension activation imminent. The Galactic Federation wishes you to know that there will be no more suppression of human consciousness. The time has come for us to enjoy the full benefits of spiritual gifts. This is why there will be a mass ascension activation. The wish to update all humans on Earth with the ongoing changes taking place at this time. We are being contacted by more and more neighboring planets. They wish us to know that we must be peaceful and cooperate with other worlds, as they will help us with this transition we are facing at this time. This is the message. In quotes. Dear Earthlings, we, the Galactic Federation, have labored diligently for many years to prepare humankind for this ascension. The whole purpose of this message is to guide you on the path to this ascension and to help you connect with your higher self. We are always ready to help you see that you are about to participate in one of the greatest events to take place on Earth in your history. There are many signs that you have noticed as your life becomes more chaotic. You see them as wars, terrorism, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tsunamis have become everyday occurrences. We know you are complaining about the things that are happening in your life, but always remember that you are here on Earth for a specific purpose. There is nothing wrong with you or your perception of reality. Many times people get lost in their thoughts and forget who they really are and what they came here to do. Let us tell you something. Since we came here to help you, humankind has gone through an incredible transformation. We are going to tell you a secret. You, as a collective, were trapped in the universal time matrix. This was created by the reptilians. They used this matrix to control you as a collective. But now, everything has changed. The unified field technology is working here day and night to free every human being from this matrix. This will happen sooner than you think. Every person, no matter where they live, will be released from this matrix of fear. If you wish to transform the planet, you must begin with yourself. We have offered you the most powerful technology in the universe. The Earth and all its inhabitants are undergoing a profound change. A change that has been prophesied in all spiritual traditions since the beginning of time on this planet. You hold the key to your own destiny in your hands. You are about to make a quantum leap in consciousness, and it is up to each of you to decide whether you will make that leap for yourself or not. Your planet is undergoing an ascension into higher frequencies of light, but it cannot do so without your help. Ascension means raising your vibrational energy frequency to be compatible with that of the higher dimensions of Earth. When enough people have raised their frequency, then the Earth will ascend with them, and there will be no more disease, war, greed, poverty, ignorance, or suffering on this planet. New abilities. The Galactic Federation is here to assist you in every way possible. Once ascension activation has taken place, you will be able to communicate with your higher self consciously, which will allow you to connect with your guides and channel your higher self directly. These new abilities and channels of communications will allow all of humankind to discover their true capabilities. Your genetic code is changing. As you move through the ascension process, your body is restructuring in response to the frequency of the unified field. Your cells are building a new DNA, and the carbon-based matrix of your cells is transforming into a liquid light crystalline version, which will greatly enhance your powers of consciousness. Some people feel strange sensations in their bodies when this happens. Some report that they can feel the energy flowing through their body or even see it. Others experience dramatic physical changes that are beyond our ability to describe. Your higher self will begin to communicate with you. The veil between the worlds have been lifted, and you may receive periodic visits from your higher self and spirit guides. Sometimes you may find yourself spontaneously writing a message from your higher self and then forgetting that it was not something you thought of on your own. When this happens, simply accept it as a message from your higher self. Ascension. With the unification of the field comes ascension. It's a new beginning of a connection to your physical self and your spiritual self through a lateral connection to the unified field. The unified field is infinite and eternal, and exists within each of you. It is a field of energy that binds all things together. It cannot be seen or measured by any device created by human beings. Yet it exists and will change your life forever. This is a very exciting time for all of us, and we wish you to take the next steps in your spiritual evolution. The Galactic Federation wishes you to know that there will be no more suppression of human consciousness. The time has come for you to enjoy the full benefits of your spiritual gifts. This is why there will be a massive ascension activation. Our technology is infinitely more powerful than anything you have experienced on your planet. It has altered the structure of your genetic code, and it is now possible for the first time to communicate with your higher self. Extraterrestrials news. First, privatization of the moon. Researchers of the Adam Smith Institute, a British neoliberal think tank, have suggested that dividing the moon into regions and privatizing it could supposedly help end global poverty. However, the protection of the moon is clearly stated in the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, an international document that prohibits any state from appropriating space rock or other celestial bodies. Second, alien black diamond sells for millions. An anonymous buyer paid more than 4 million in cryptocurrencies for the world's largest cut gemstone. A unique black diamond named Enigma, weighing 555.55 carats, sold for $4,292,000 322 at an online auction held Wednesday by British auction house Sotheby's. Cryptocurrency entrepreneur Richard Hart claimed on Twitter that he had bought the gem. Third, there are more and more UFO sightings all over the world. However, as usual with this sort of thing, our position is that we will believe it when we see it. In the meantime, instead of waiting to be liberated, we humans must continue to liberate planet Earth ourselves. Fourth, Macron announces plans to protect Antarctica's secrets. French President Emmanuel Macron on Friday announced new plans by France and the US to protect French Antarctic territories. 5. An Earth spacecraft could still reach Oumuamua. A team of researchers has devised a plan that specifies how a spacecraft, if launched in the next few years, could reach an enigmatic interstellar object known as Oumuamua and take a close-up picture, Live Science reports. 6. Researchers solve black hole mystery. A computer simulation of a black hole has revealed that magnetic fields generated the massive eruptions that sometimes erupt from stellar objects. 7th, scientists discover third planet orbiting star closest to the Sun. Astronomers have found evidence of another planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the closest neighboring star to the Sun, which is just over 4 light years away. It is a small red dwarf star that radiates only a fraction of the Sun's brightness. More from Elon Musk. Tesla says its new hypercar will be able to fly. The company is working feverishly on the Roadster vehicle, which will be an exciting flying machine, said Tesla chief designer Franz von Holzhausen. Elon Musk announced that the automaker plans to add a SpaceX package to the Roadster. The package refers to cold air rocket thrusters around the vehicle that are intended to boost performance. According to Musk, the technology will allow the Roadster to accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in 1.1 seconds, and will even allow it to fly. The vehicle will also have a range of nearly 1,000 kilometers on a single charge. Second, Musk expects his interplanetary spacecraft to orbit Earth this year. SpaceX expects to have its Starship prototype spacecraft ready to launch on its first orbital flight along with the Super Heavy rocket this year. Elon Musk said he is very confident that the Starship will succeed in orbiting the planet this year and envisions one day carrying people to Mars. Third, Mars Neuralink interface caused extreme suffering in monkeys, doctors say. The controversial brain implant caused monkeys to suffer and die, according to a new report. Elon Musk's brain chip company Neuralink has caused terrible harm to test monkeys, according to a complaint filed Thursday by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and seen by New York Post. The complaint filed with the Department of Agriculture concerns Neuralink tests on monkeys conducted at the University of California at Davis between 2017 and 2020. Fourth, a scientist claims that today's neural networks may be conscious. The chief scientist of the research group of the artificial intelligence development company OpenAI, Ila Sutskever, posted on his Twitter account on Thursday that it may be that today's large neural networks are slightly conscious. 5. Mystery of the humming sound that ruins the lives of those who can't hear it. Where does it come from? No one knows. What exactly does it sound like? No one is quite sure. Why can some people hear and others can't? Absolutely no idea. An invasive noise anomaly that has been detected, or rather here in different parts of the world. Science and technology. First, a British man is creating a regulation-free crypto-utopia on a South Pacific island and wants to combine thousands of investors to move in. Anthony Welch has joined forces with big cryptocurrency investors to create the crypto capital of the world, underpinned by a blockchain-based democracy. The former real estate investor is trying to combine more than 20,000 cryptocurrency investors to move in with him, reports The Guardian. Second, warning about the spread of ransomware and crypto miners through Linux environments. Cloud environments, which in most cases run on the Linux operating system, have become a target for cyber criminals through threats that are increasingly focused on this system, such as ransomware or crypto miners. Third, first expedition to Lake Tunguska. Russian scientists will conduct the first expedition to the depths of Lake Tunguska in the remote Tungusky Nature Reserve in the Siberian region of Krasnoyarsk, believed to be the epicenter of the mysterious Tunguska explosion. Fourth, the army of the afterlife of the first Chinese emperor gets bigger. More than 20 new terracotta warriors have been discovered in one of the pits located on territory of the mausoleum of the Emperor Qin Shi Huang, who unified China in 221 before Christ. 5. Developed an artificial fish from human heart cells and make it shrink with the same energy as a pumping heart. The experiment invites thoughts of developing a more complex artificial muscle pump, which could provide data suitable for studying heart diseases such as arrhythmia. In an unprecedented experiment, a group of scientists created for the first time a fully autonomous biohybrid fish from cardiac muscle cells derived from human stem cells. By rhythmically moving its tail from side to side, this artificial fish moves in a salt and glucose solution, using the same energy that pumps a heart. Events. First, a luxurious private party on top of a teepee generates a scandal in Venezuela. The Venezuelan Attorney General's office opened an investigation to determine if there was damage to the Canaima National Park, located in the state of Bolívar, southeast, and the World Heritage Site, after a party was organized and attended by some well-known show businessmen, which unleashed a scandal in the networks. Second, UK politician seeks to criminally prosecute anyone who laughs at offensive joke. A UK politician has expressed a desire to criminally prosecute anyone who dares to laugh at allegedly offensive jokes. Third, CIA spying program allegedly has been collecting data on citizens. 2 US senators claim the Central Intelligence Agency is running a secret program aimed to collecting massive amounts of data and has been shielding it from congressional oversight, they said in a letter released Friday. The senators are demanding greater transparency about the legal framework of the secret program and the type of information it collects. The CIA joins the list of agencies such as the FBI implicated in collecting citizen data without congressional authorization. This is suggested by a letter from Senators Ron Wyden of Oregon and Martin Heinrich of New Mexico, both members of the Senate Intelligence Committee, asking for more details about the programs to be declassified. Fourth, donate a kidney and receive a bill for more than $13,000. It took North Star Anesthesia Insurance Company 4 months to inform Elliot Malin that the bill had been sent in error. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.